In this video, we are going to talk about Hour of Code. Usually, the first or second full week of December is when we will have Hour of Code, and everyone across the country likes to jump on code.org. Well, the challenge is everyone jumps on it, and it kind of slows it down. So, over the next few minutes, I have some ideas I'm going to share with you of what we can do. We're going to talk about the purpose of it, why coding is important, different tools and websites you can use throughout the month. Okay, what's the purpose of Hour Code? It is to teach basic computer programming. With the launch of our computer science standards in Virginia and all of the C's and everything we're trying to get the students to do, coding offers a different way for students to express their knowledge, the information, and for you to assess them in a brand new way. Why is it important? Coding will impact everything that our students do in their future lives. In this poster here, you can see all the different areas that it will impact. When this file is shared out, you can click on this letter and you can see how coding is used throughout all of the departments in BrainPop. You'll hear from different engineers that are throughout the company that talk about how they use it, how they work with other people and use it, who actually does the coding, who has to be aware of what coding is, but not necessarily code themselves. So let's jump right into some options. In our Makerspace lab, we have two huge options for coding. The first one we can talk about is Ozobot. Ozobot are the small robots that are driven by markers. The most important thing to know about the Ozobots is that the black line is what is going to drive the Ozobot. The combination of red, blue, and green will teach the Ozobot to do different things. In the bin that holds those small bots, there are coding sheets that are there to help the students drive them. A big tip that we learned, if you get graph paper that is centimeters and the students color the width of the centimeter line, it will be the exact length that the Ozobot needs to drive. Another tool that we have is Spheros. Using the iPads, the Spheros can be driven by drawing or by using block coding. They will both do, both ways will teach the Sphero how to drive. Focusing only on the iPads at this time, there are two options that you have in there. There is the Swift Playground. Swift Playground is a website that is used to go step by step in teaching students how to code. This is very similar to the early steps of coding.org. Scratch Junior is a very watered down version of Scratch. It's more image-based, does not have a lot of reading, and the pieces click together as though it's a puzzle. There's a lot of ideas and a lot of simple things that students can do, but this version is only available within the iPads. Now we have 4 different websites that you can also choose from. Now keep in mind, I did not add code.org to this because I know you're all very aware of it. So the first one we have is BrainPop. Just as a review, I go into BrainPop, I look for the video that I'm interested in, and I click on Creative Coding. When I click on Creative Coding, it is going to give me some options of projects I can do. BrainPop and BrainPop Junior offer similar options, except that BrainPop Junior does not offer as many options. The museum option on the top left corner, that can be used as a KWL chart. You can create a site that has 3 different levels, where this top one could be what I know, what I want to learn, what I've already learned. Okay, jumping to the next one is Scratch. Scratch can be, it's a huge, robust program, and a lot of things students can create a lot of things with it. But if you click on Choose a Tutorial, this is going to offer students a great place to start. There's going to be a lot of options here of things that you can do. Moving right along, we're going to go into Tinker. Tinker works very similar to ways of code.org, but when I first log on to Tinker, I'm going to see the website look like this. And the first thing it says is I have to pay for it. Being that you're an educator, you do not. So if you click on Educators and Tinker for Schools, then it's going to ask you to log in. I'm going to access the free courses. I'm going to check that I agree to use it correctly, and I'm going to log in with my LEED credentials. Once I am in, it is now going to allow me to go into courses where I can select what I want my students to do. Again, this is going to be similar to code.org. Another option is CS First. This is Google for Education. These projects are great. They tell you the level, how many activities, and the length of each of them. They are really working hard to make them some fun, kind of extracurricular type ones, and they're trying to connect them to curriculum. So there you have it. During Computer Science Education Week or through the month of December, there are multiple options for you to use.